Hello, good morning. It's January 27th, Fixed Security Show. We are here and we're going to say the news of the day is connect the dots. Well, I don't know if you're familiar, but there's in the Snowden documents, the Der Spiegel, a German magazine, came up with the Snowden documents, and in there was a reference to a QWERTY keylogger. QWERTY is the keyboard. You know, QWERTY. If you look at one of your keyboards, it's a QWERTY keyboard. So apparently this keylogger was found in the Snowden documents. And the researchers have found a connection with the Regin malware platform. And there's a couple of blog posts which I've posted on Oversight Sentry. A couple of blog posts that connect the dots, basically, which leads us to this very important paragraph. So an important observation is that the Regin plugins are stored inside an encrypted and compressed VFS, meaning they don't exist directly on the victim's machine in native format. Platform Dispatcher loads and executes the plugins at startup. The only way to catch the keylogger is by scanning the system memory or decoding the VFSs. So it's very sophisticated, very hard to detect. So now we connect the dots, so to say, and say, well, who could possibly be doing these kinds of things? Why are we seeing more sophisticated events? Well, in 2008, we had Russia doing attacks on Georgia, the country of Georgia, and they were recommending and suggesting, as well as pointing and directing some of the attacks, cyber attacks onto Georgia. So these people that have been attacking Georgia are now doing other things. They're having other goals, financial as well as whatever other goals Russia has. So what it means that we need to get cracking on our defenses. That's what that means. So I wanted to lead into the tip of the day with a little bit of Van Halen. So now we go to the tip of the day. And the tip of the day, I'd like to point out that there is a connection between the Greek method of Philotimo and PCI compliance, believe it or not. So in Philotimo, I've said this before, but I'm going to reiterate it. Philotimo means philo is friend, timo is of honor. So that is the direct translation, but the reality means do the right thing.
My mother, my father would always talk about Philotimo. My grandparents would always talk about Philotimo. My parents,
so
my sister.
We, us Greeks, have been doing Philotimo for a long time.
Strength of character. What does that mean? Don't pick on me, you're going to get a poke in the nose. When I played the music very loud.
So what I want to do is I want to instill some Philotimo in all of you. We must do the right thing.
Don't you have any Philotimo? Every time that you deviate from honorable.
This you can learn about Philotimo online. I'm playing this video about many different prominent Greeks who have used this principle to guide their life, as I want to use that principle to push ourselves to do the right thing. PCI compliance. On June 30th of this year, it requires pen testing every 3 months for any company with more than 20,000 transactions per year. 20,000 transactions, that's a lot for some and not so many for others. So I don't know if you're doing pen testing so far, but you must do it. Pen testing every 3 months. So if less than 20,000, so if it's less than 20, then it's yearly. But if it's greater than or equal to 20,000, you must do every 3 months pen testing. So what does pen testing mean? Well, pen testing is the method that I'm trying to explain in a simplistic manner. If you see here, the scanning, vulnerability analysis, penetration, exploiting, and then control is what the hacker wants to do. So pen testing basically is doing what the hacker does, but in a methodical manner so we can test your defenses. As a certified ethical hacker, I would be checking your defenses just like the hacker would. I would do scanning and vulnerability analysis with my different alpha and sigma scans. With more sophisticated attacks, penetration and exploit, we would be using specific pen testers to try to penetrate your defenses. So this is not just a one-person show. I would use other people to try to see if they can do something that I have not seen. So I recommend to you that we do Philotimo. In other words, do the right thing. Perform pen testing every 3 months. Make it happen. That's what we need to do. Thank you very much. We will see you again. If you need help with your pen testing, give us a contact on the different links, or contact me at 314-504-3974. Thanks.